Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Vicky Kazee Hollifield Softball Complex for today's South Atlantic Conference quarterfinal contest between the Catawba College Catawba Indians and your Carson-Newman Eagles. A reminder that Carson-Newman and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student-athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student-athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Also, the consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages at the site of competition is prohibited. We thank you in advance for your cooperation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet today's starting lineups. First to the visitors from Salisbury, North Carolina, the Catawba College Catawba Indians. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 1, Grace Flynn. Batting second, playing second base, number 11, Alexis Monroe. Batting third, the center fielder, number 4, Brianna Gallagher. Cleanup hitter and catcher, number 30, Maddie Altiers. Batting fifth, playing in right field, number 15, Michaela Hartman. Batting sixth, playing first base, number 12, Ada Prescott. Batting seventh, the designated player, number 5, Lainey Rusco. Batting eighth, playing third base, number 14, Jordan McCorkle. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 9, Dakota Wilkins. The starting pitcher for the Indians is number 8, Alex Mackey. Catawba is coached by Allie Lyerly, assisted by Shane Prescott and Kaylee Bates. Athletic trainer is Tasha James. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the starting lineup for your Carson-Newman Eagles. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 33, Maria Smith. Batting second, playing center field, number 14, Abby Martin. Batting third, playing first base, number 40, Macaulay Bailey. Cleanup hitter and third baseman, number 47, Grace Gregory. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 44, Addie Saunders. Batting sixth and catching, number 19, Anne Marie Richards. Batting seventh, the designated player, number 22, Sarah Walker. Batting eighth, playing right field, number 4, Katie Rapina. Batting ninth, playing second base, number 6, Shelby Armstrong. The starting pitcher for the Eagles is number 1, Atiana Stamper. Carson-Newman is coached by Michael Graves, assisted by Holly Tucker-Vance and Hayden Dye. Athletic trainer is Colby Reed. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise first for our invocation given by Carson-Newman softball player Emma Romika, and then please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Dear Lord Jesus, thank you for giving us the chance to play today. Please help everyone to stay focused, play well, and support each other no matter what happens. Keep everyone on both teams safe from injury and help them show good sportsmanship. Give us confidence, strength, and calm minds as we compete today. In Jesus' name, amen.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. Gentlemen, remove your caps. Curtain former service members may render a salute as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Postseason play is back on the banks of Mossy Creek as the 3-seed Carson-Newman hosts 6-seeded Catawba for Game 1 of the South Atlantic Conference Tournament quarterfinals. On the Eagle Sports Network, I'm Matt Scalzo. So delighted you could make me a part of your Saturday afternoon. It's a picture-perfect 60-degree and partly cloudy day in Jefferson City, Tennessee, as these two meet in the SAC tournament for the first time since 2013. Speaking of the SAC tournament, we'll take a look at the bracket of the 8 teams that made it to the SAC tournament this year. Lenore Ryan, regular season champions, top seed, up with a 1-0 series lead on E&H. Of the other 3 series that kicked off yesterday, Lincoln Memorial took Game 1 against Mars Hill, as did Anderson against Wingate. All one-run victories and all won by the higher seed. We'll see what this 3-versus-6 matchup holds as Atiana Stamper will step into the circle for Carson-Newman. First team all-SAC pitcher, a right-hander out of Knoxville, Tennessee, in her freshman season, faces Grace Flynn to get us going. Stamper rocks and deals, and we are underway as Flynn pops one up and out of play with a 2:03 first pitch from the Vicky Kazee Hollyfield softball complex. Carson-Newman took both meetings in the regular season on the road in Salisbury in early April. The 0-1 from Stamper. Flynn lifts one high in the air towards left field, twisting into foul ground. Saunders runs over and can't secure the grab. What will be strike 2 on Flynn. Flynn, one of 5 Catawba players that made the all-conference team this season. Stamper looks in, the 0-2. Flynn fouls it away. 3 consecutive foul balls to begin the at-bat for the first team all-SAC second baseman in Flynn. Stands tall in the righty's batter's box against Stamper. Freshman looking for a bounce-back outing. As he comes home on another 0-2, Flynn turns and drives one into left center field. Abby Martin, the center fielder, ranging in the left center field gap and gets there in time for out number 1. Flynn, with tremendous speed, leads the South Atlantic Conference in stolen bases. And so a big first out for Stamper. She faces another all-sack player in Alexis Monroe, who's at second base. Righty on righty. Stamper comes home on the first offering. Monroe lifts one, a high pop-up left field. Saunders underneath it, and this time she makes the play. And there's 2 quick outs for Atiana Stamper to begin game number 1. And now she faces one of, if not the most dangerous bats in the South Atlantic Conference in Brianna Gallagher. Stands in the righty's batter's box. A second-team all-sack shortstop starting in center field. First pitch is swing and a miss. Gallagher had her outing against Carson-Newman cut short back on April 9th. Picked up an infield single, but in the process of her swing, she injured herself. Did not return in game 1. The 0-1. Gallagher hammers one left field. Saunders takes a couple of steps to her left, and on a rope, she's able to make the grab for 1-2-3, top of the first inning for Atiana Stamper. Carson-Newman bats coming back up against Alex Backey in the circle for Catawba. When we come back on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Freshman Atiana Stamper with a 1-2-3 top of the first hands things off to the senior Alex Backey in the bottom of the first for Catawba here in game 1 of the South Atlantic Conference Tournament quarterfinals. Backey is 7-9 record this season with a 4.41 ERA across 101 innings and 2/3. Has struck out 70 batters and has walked 33. Looking for a better go-around against this Carson-Newman order that begins with the freshman of the year in the conference in Malia Smith in the lefty's batter's box. Backey's first pitch home. Misses low and away outside to the shortstop by way of Knoxville, Tennessee. First freshman of the year winner for Carson-Newman since Macaulay Bailey did it in 2023. A 1-0. Smith shows bunt. Pulls back. As that's just off the mark, and it's 2-0. Malia Smith, Abby Martin, and Macaulay Bailey, the first 3 due up to face Alex Backey in the bottom of the first. 2-0 on the way. There's a notch beneath the knees. 3 balls and no strikes against the speedy Malia Smith. Backey gets her sign, and here's the 3-0 to the plate. It's right down Broadway, and it's 3-1 as Smith was taken all the way. Monochromatic look for both sides. Carson-Newman in the all-white uniforms. Catawba in the road navy blues, the 3-1. High and outside, it's a 5-pitch walk to Malia Smith to begin the bottom of the first inning. The first time Carson-Newman faced Backey this season on April 9th. They chased the starter after 2 innings, getting 7 runs on 7 hits, and what eventually was a 12-2 run rule victory for the Eagles. Picked up another run rule in game 2, 15-5, sweeping Catawba on the road on April 9th. And the string of all-conference players at the top of the order continues Abby Martin, the third-team center fielder. Puts a bunt down to the left side of the circle. Backey picks it up, snaps it to first. It's in time to get Martin by a step. And Smith advances into scoring position up to second base. Martin with good speed, nearly able to leg out an infield single. Backey with strong athleticism makes a strong throw. So here comes Macaulay Bailey in the righty's batter's box with Smith in scoring position at second. First pitch from Backey to Bailey. Hangs low. 1-0. Macaulay Bailey was named first-team All-SAC first baseman. Fourth time in her career she's picked up an All-SAC honor. Righty on righty, the 1-0. Wave and miss on an off-speed from Bailey. Squares the count to 1-1. One catching up with Mack on her fourth All-SAC honor. She told me she's been at a different position for all four of them. The 1-1. Check swing, holds back as it brushes inside. An appeal down to third. And Carolyn Zeisler, third base umpire, said Bailey did not go around. Ray Thacker calling balls and strikes. Lenny Fox, the other umpire out in the field. Here comes the 2-1. Bailey pops it up, foul ground, first base side. It lands in fair territory just inside the line. Malia Smith rounds third, coming to the plate. She dives in, and she's in there safely. Macaulay Bailey opens the scoring in the bottom of the first inning. A seeing eye blooper that drops in between a trio of Catawba defenders down the right field line. And it spun away from the first baseman in Ada Prescott. Gave Malia Smith all the time in the world come in safely and make it 1-0. As Grace Gregory settles in. First pitch swing for Gregory. A soft liner straight to the first baseman in Prescott. Puts two away. And so here comes the fifth consecutive All-SAC player for Carson-Newman. Addie Saunders, the left fielder, was named to the first team on Wednesday. Stands in lefty's batter's box, swings on the first pitch, and clubs it into the fence that runs along the third base side, protecting Catawba's dugout. Looking at Catawba defensively, Ada Prescott at first base, Alexis Monroe at second, Grace Flynn, shortstop, and Jordan McCorkle at third, with Maddie Altiers behind the dish for the infield. 0-1, misses low and away to left-handed hitting Saunders, 1 ball and 1 strike. In the outfield, Dakota Wilkins, first team All-SAC player in left, Brianna Gallagher in straightaway center, and Michaela Hartman is in right. 1-1. Saunders, hard liner, straight back to Backey, knocks it down, picks it up, goes to first, and there's out number 3. Backey putting her body on the line, taking away a base hit from Saunders, but Carson-Newman starts the scoring. An RBI single from Macaulay Bailey, the 55th of her season. Makes it 1-0 Eagles, heading to the top of the second on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopSeeAndEagles.com.
Yes, Ryan!
Carson-Newman strikes first in the bottom of the first. An RBI single from Macaulay Bailey gives the Eagles the lead here in Game 1 of the South Atlantic Conference Tournament quarterfinals against Catawba. Stamper back in the circle as Matty Altiers turns on the first pitch and hooks it foul down the left field line. As the count goes to 0-1. This Catawba squad not sitting back. They're trying to get after Stamper early in these at-bats. Swinging away. Stamper with a 1-2-3, top of the first. All balls hit to the outfield. Here comes the 0-1 to Altiers. Wave and a miss. Goes after the rise ball from Stamper, and it's 0-2. Stamper became the first Carson-Newman pitcher to pick up first-team All-SAC honors since 2019 in Allison Rager. Here comes the 0-2 from the right-hander. Wave and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Stamper puts Altiers down on 3 pitches for her first strikeout. And out number 1, and the top of the second inning. That is what Stamper's done so good at this season. That's her 110th strikeout, first of the postseason. First offering fouled away by Michaela Hartman. Hartman, one of the 5 All-SAC players, named to the second team in the outfield for the first time in her career. The 0-1 pops it up and out of play onto Davis Street on the third base side. And it's quickly 0-2. Those worried, that is not a real car alarm. That is just a sound effect. Everyone's been smart not parking along Davis Street. The 0-2 hammered out in the left field. Saunders doesn't have to move an inch, takes his last second step to her right and makes the grab to retire Hartman for out number 2. Third time that Saunders has retired a member of this Catawba hitting side as Ada Prescott steps into lefty's batter's box. Back-to-back lefties against Stamper here in 5 and 6 in the Catawba order. First offering, she's late. Is Prescott on the swing, falls behind 0-1. Lainey Rusko, the DP, on deck. Jordan McCorkle, the third baseman, bats 8th, and Dakota Wilkins rounds things out as the 9-hitter. Here's Stamper on the 0-1. Loops outside to Prescott. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 on the way. Goes around on the rise ball from Stamper. Tried to hold back. That one was up above her head. As Stamper now looks for her second consecutive 1-2-3 frame. Rocks and deals a 1-2. Off the end of the bat, flares it up into foul territory in it down the third base side. Lands in the Catawba bullpen. So Prescott will stay alive. Prescott, a .290 hitter in the regular season. Was the everyday first baseman for Allie Lyerly in her second season at the helm. Here comes another 1-2. Swing and a miss. Stamper goes back to the well with the rise ball. Prescott can't lay off it. A pair of Ks for Stamper in the second. It's another 1-2-3 inning. We're off to the bottom of the second on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Number 19, Anne-Marie Richards.
6, 7, and 8 in the Carson-Newman order here in the bottom of the second. It begins with Anne-Marie Richards. Backy home. Richards cuts through the off speed. It's 0-1. Carson-Newman in front 1-0.
Okay. Non-pitcher right
After an RBI single from Macaulay Bailey. In the bottom of the first, the 0-1. Skips in low from Backy. 1-1 against Richards.
What do I do?
Freshman catcher by way of Spring Hill, Tennessee. Started to turn a corner in the last couple of doubleheaders to end the regular season. The 0-1. Richards line drive in the left field. It's a base hit. Skips away for a moment from Wilkins. Able to recover, and Richards stays over at first base with a single. And for the second straight inning, the leadoff hitter is on base for Carson-Newman. Second hit of the afternoon for the Eagles. And Richards continues to put balls in play. Now 7 for her last 13 at the plate. Sarah Walker climbs in, pushes a bunt straight back to Backy. Goes to first and retires Walker on a 1-3 sac bunt. And Richards moves up into scoring position at second base. Brings up Katie Mathena, the right fielder. Early pressure on the bases in the bottom of the first for Backy. Here and again in the second as Mathena steps in. First offering, brushes high and inside against Mathena. Says it hit her on her elbow. Ray Thacker says it does not. And so the count goes to 1-0. It was close. Here's the 1-0. Off speed that drops beneath the zone. 2-0 against the sophomore in Mathena. Like Richards, over the last couple of weeks, Mathena's been one of the more dangerous bats in the Carson-Newman order, especially with runners in scoring position. Has delivered game-tying hits in each of the last 3 doubleheaders. 2-0 off the mark and low from Backy. And it's quickly 3-0 against Mathena. Has bumped her batting average up to .361 on the season. 10 RBIs across her last 9 games at the plate. Here's the 3-0. Mathena clubs one straight to third. Now Richards in a rundown as Flynn goes to third, back to second. They tag Richards out as Alexis Monroe came over along with Jordan McCorkle to help in the rundown. Mathena goes over to first base, and Richards doesn't believe she was tagged out, so all the umpires are going to come together. Head coach Michael Graves believed there was obstruction on the play. And so this umpiring crew of Ray Thacker, Lenny Fox, and Carolyn Zeisler putting their heads together for the first time today. And there is no obstruction. Richards is tagged out. And Mathena heads over to first base.
Second baseman, number 6, Shelby Armstrong.
Brings the 9-hitter Shelby Armstrong to the plate. Stands in the righty's batter's box. With Mathena over at first, a 1-0 game in the bottom of the second. Armstrong a cut and a miss. First offering from Backy, and it's 0-1.
Okay. Here
comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Armstrong late. And the count goes to 0-2. Backey looks to get through the 9-hitter in Armstrong and leave a runner stranded in the bottom of the second. Armstrong has struck out more than anybody on the Carson-Newman side this season with 20 strikeouts. Here comes the 0-2. Back to the rise ball that is taller than Armstrong. And the count goes to 1-2. Righty on righty matchup. The 1-2 from Backey. Armstrong pops it up right in front of home plate. The catcher Altiers lets it bounce and then plays it in fair territory. Mathena slides into third and she's out. Michael Graves doesn't believe it. Mathena's in disbelief. Time is called. And Ray Thacker instructing Catawba to head back into the field of play. This might be the first time that a review is initiated. Capabilities are here at the SAC tournament. And head coach Michael Graves challenging a play at third. What a wacky sequence it was. Armstrong hit a towering pop-up right in front of home plate. It landed in front of Altiers, and with all the backspin, it was going to go foul, but Altiers didn't let it bounce in foul territory, played it, made the ball live. Armstrong was safe at first. Mathena was just legging it out to third because that's what you do with 2 outs. And it became a closer play than they were anticipating. So Ray Thacker and Lenny Fox are going to go use the replay capabilities that we have here in the SAC tournament. See if there's going to be more pressure on the bases for Alex Backey, or if this inning is going to come to a close. As we take a look at the play over at third, it was McCorkle and Mathena. Altiers had to throw over. It's a close play at third. Trying to see if there's a clear shot of it. Appears to just be the look from behind home plate that gives us that angle. It looks as though Mathena might have gotten her left foot in there safely ahead of the tag from McCorkle. If that is the case, it would put runners on first and third with 2 outs, and it's back to the top of the order with Malia Smith. Only in the SAC tournament is replay available.
Hello?
Not in the regular season.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it appears that
They might, yeah.
the play has been changed from out to safe, so that will put runners on the corners with 2 away for Carson-Newman in the bottom of the second. It will be ruled a hit for Armstrong.
Wait 1 second. Yes.
As Ray Thacker and Lenny Fox step back out into the field of play. So Mathena safe at third, and it's back to the top of the order with 2 runners on for Carson-Newman here in the bottom of the second against Backey. A strange sequence.
Okay, yeah, I'll call you.
Not sure if Altiers thought it was going to go foul, but then played it in fair territory. And after the review, Mathena is safe. Armstrong with a infield single, maybe the shortest infield single of the season for Carson-Newman. And it's back to Malia Smith in the lefty's batter's box. First pitch to Smith, fouls it straight back, and it pings off one of the metal rods that supports the fence behind home plate. Count goes to 0-1. Infield a touchback, more so than it normally is against Malia Smith with her speed. McCorkle creeping in over at third base, the 0-1. Off speed, a called strike. Armstrong going to second. There's a back throw to third. It gets away from McCorkle. Mathena comes in to score. Armstrong legs up to third. Oh, the head first dive. She's in safely. Altiers went back to third on the steal attempt from Armstrong just to keep Mathena honest. And it skipped away from McCorkle at third, allowed Mathena to score. It's 2-0 Eagles. Armstrong advances 120 feet as Smith pops one up into the Catawba bullpen down the third base side. And the count goes to 0-2. Altiers with kind of just a half-hearted throw to third. And McCorkle couldn't hang on to it. So Armstrong 60 feet away from making it a 3-run game. The 0-2 to Smith. Hangs outside, 1-2. Against the first team all-sack shortstop and South Atlantic Conference Freshman of the Year. Already worked a walk her first time up against Backey. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 away. Backey home. Smith fights it off. Lifts one up onto Davis Street on the third base side. A lot of fans in attendance. Lined along Davis Street, some taking advantage of the hill that is in between the third base side and the road. Here's an 0-2. Smith pops one up, third base side, fouled away again. Rather a 1-2. Makes it 3 foul balls in the at-bat for Smith, or rather 4. As now some cars are slowly driving along Davis Street. I can't say that's the wisest decision. Here comes the 1-2. Smith pokes it, third base side, and it loops into foul territory. Now the cars drive away, making a smarter choice, looking for parking. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Armstrong over at third. It's a 2-0 Carson-Newman lead. After Mathena scored on a miscue defensively from Catawba. 1-2, a rise ball that is way upstairs from Backey. This is up above the head of Smith, one of the taller players on this Carson-Newman side. Stands at 5'8". Deep in the lefty's batter's box. Count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch home from Backey. Smith pokes it up into left field, twisting into foul territory. It lands foul. Out of reach for Dakota Wilkins, giving chase. So we'll do it all over again on another 2-2 count with 2 away. Armstrong 60 feet away at third. The break even on the way. Nearly hits Smith as it misses inside. Shimmies out of harm's way. The count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Smith has worked her way back to a full count. Trailed 0-2. Payoff pitch on the way. Smith pops it up. It will stay on the infield. The shortstop's Flynn to the left side of the second base bag. Makes the grab for out number 3. As Smith is retired, but Carson-Newman adds another run. Mathena scores on an error from Catawba. It's 2-0 Eagles, heading into the top of the third on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency, 423-586-4320, or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Atiana Stamper returns to the circle here in the top of the third inning. Just 18 pitches thrown. Not many of them have been balls. Just one ball thrown for Stamper through 2 innings. And there's number 2. I guess I should have kept my mouth shut there. As the one misses upstairs to the 7-hitter Laney Rusco, and it's 1-0. But a pair of 1-2-3 frames for Stamper. Works with a 2-0 lead here in the top of the third. 1-0 just misses a notch low beneath the knees of Rusco. And it's 2-0. A long bottom of the second inning that featured the first review here at the Vicky Kazee Hollifield Softball Complex. Some strange sequences that led to another run scored for the Eagles. 2-0. Rusco fouls it straight back 2-1. Game 1 between these two. The rest of the series kicked off yesterday with all the higher seeds, Lenore Ryan Anderson and Lincoln Memorial winning by 1 run. LR currently up 2-1 on Emory and Henry, trying to close out that series. 2-1, a wave and a miss. And the count goes to 2-2. That series has gone final as the Bears will advance to championship weekend and secure hosting for that series. The 2-2 swing and a miss. Rusco laid on it. Strikeout number 3 for Stamper, and out number 1 in the top of the third. 3 of the last 4 outs for Stamper have been strikeouts. Lincoln Memorial up 10-0 on Mars Hill. They seem to be well in control of closing that series out. First pitch to Jordan McCorkle. Twists one high in the air, foul ground first base side, and lands in the Carson-Newman dugout. Just came dropping in right in front of the window in front of me here on top of the first base dugout. Count goes to 0-1 against McCorkle, and then in the other quarterfinal matchup, Game 2, Wingate trying to force Game 3 up 8-1 on Anderson in the top of the 6th inning. Here's the 0-1. Misses above the letters of McCorkle in the righty's batter's box. 1-1 with 1 away. McCorkle, a .279 hitter in the regular season. Bats in the 8th spot. 1-1 from Stamper. Swing and a miss. One and 2 now against McCorkle. As Stamper working with great pace in the circle. The 1-2. Fouled off by McCorkle. Deflects off of Anne-Marie Richards behind the dish. And it's 1-2. Stamper coming off her worst outing of the season against the top team in the South Atlantic Conference in Lenore Ryan to end the regular season on Senior Day. Just went an inning and 2/3, surrendering 7 runs, all of them earned on 5 hits. The 1-2, high and outside on a rise ball. Squares the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 away. Just getting that confidence back in herself as this one has moved along. Here's a 2-2. Wave and a miss. McCorkle down swinging. 3 consecutive strikeouts for Stamper. And it puts 2 away in the top of the 3rd inning. Going back to that rise ball. It's been the bread and butter this season for Stamper. Her put away pitch. As it comes to the 9-hitter, Dakota Wilkins. Clips the first pitch back to the fence behind home plate. Wilkins was named first team All-SAC as a utility and pitcher position. Just in her first season with the program, the 0-1. Clips Wilkins, and that is the first base runner for Catawba as that one gets away from Stamper. Buzzing the tower of Wilkins.
Grace Flynn.
Turns it back over to the top of the order with Grace Flynn. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center field. Stops the streak of strikeouts for Stamper. Back to a ready-on-ready matchup. The first pitch to Flynn. Hangs low. 1-0. When catching up with Stamper after all-sack selection, talked about how before coming to Carson-Newman didn't have a ton of confidence in herself. But every day this team being around her teammates, they remind her every day on how good of a pitcher she is and how good she can be. The 1-0, foul tipped by Flynn. Wilkins was going, and she'll head back to first base. Count goes to 1-1. Stamper talked about how during her high school days, her team wanted a chance of winning. It was going to fall on her shoulders. Didn't have a ton of offensive or defensive support. 1-1. Back to the rise ball. Misses upstairs. Runner going. The throw down. And time! What a tag from Maria Smith! The freshman of the year showing off her defense on a strong throw from Richards. Catches Wilkins stealing. And it's an unconventional, but it's another 1-2-3 inning. As Smith, ranging to her left, applies the tag right on the helmet of Wilkins before she dives into second base. Sends us to the bottom of the third. It's 2-0 Eagles on the Eagle Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. Shopseeandeagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at shopseeandeagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Bottom of the third inning, Abby Martin leads off and takes the first pitch strike from Alex Backey, and the count goes to 0-1 against the senior out of Gadsden, Alabama. Had a sack bunter first time up, the 0-1. Low and away, 1-1. Martin picked up her first all-sack honor, was named to the third team. Backey through 2 innings hasn't been as comfortable as Atiana Stamper on the opposite side. 1-1. Martin hammers one to straightaway center. There's Gallagher, reaches up high and makes the grab for out number 1. But a strong swing from Martin. Hopefully that's going to get her going. Has gone through a tough stretch to end the regular season. Not as many hard hit balls as she had at the start of the year. As it gives way to Macaulay Bailey. First baseman in the righty's batter's box, 1 for 1 with an RBI single. Backey delivers the first pitch ball outside to Bailey, and it's 1-0. First RBI for Macaulay Bailey in their last 5 games. 1-0, swing and a miss, 1-1. Senior is not only Carson-Newman's all-time leader in RBIs, but also the South Atlantic Conference's. Set that against Milligan at the end of March. But since that point, now just 5 RBIs across the last month, the 1-1. Bailey turns one, drives it out into right field. A diving catch made by Michaela Hartman on a sinking line drive up the right field line for out number 2. Both defenses showing off. There's Anne-Marie Richards and Malia Smith in the bottom of the top of the third, but here in the bottom half, Hartman going full extension for out number 2. Brings Grace Gregory to the plate. First offering to Gregory. Off the mark outside, 1-0. Gregory, first team all-sack third baseman Started the season slow, coming off an ACL injury last year when she was at North Alabama. But as the season has moved along, the 1-0 lifts one high in the air, foul territory, third base side. McCorkle up against the line, makes the grab for out number 3. Gregory falls to 0 for 2 on the day, as it's a 1-2-3, bottom of the third for Alex Backey. Headlined by a highlight play from Michaela Hartman. It's 2-0 Eagles, heading into the top of the fourth on the Eagle Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Into the top of the fourth inning, and it's back to the top of the for Catawba. Grace Flynn leads off. She was up to bat in the top of the third, but after Dakota Wilkins was caught stealing, that ended the inning. And so here comes Flynn, 0 for 1 so far. Swings on the first offering she sees from Stamper and pops it up and out of play on the first base side. Wilkins was the first base runner to reach for Catawba, got on via hit by pitch. Other than that, it's been all retired by Stamper. 4 strikeouts for the right-hander. The 0-1 to Flynn. This is low. 1-1. Both pitchers in Backey and Stamper have gone low against hitters. Ray Thacker has not given any strikes by the knees. The 1-1. Comes in skimming across the top of the turf. 2-1 here against Flynn. First team All-SAC second baseman, but has been getting the nod at short over the last handful of games. 2-1. Flynn turns on it, lifts a high fly ball into left center field. Martin calls off Saunders. And for the second time today, Flynn is retired at the hands of Martin for out number 1.
Now batting, second baseman number 11, Alexis Monroe.
Brings Alexis Monroe to the plate. She's been the second baseman lately. Righty on righty, the first pitch to Monroe comes skipping in front of her shoes in the righty's batter's box, 1-0. Monroe, second team All-SAC as a utility non-pitcher. 1-0. Right down the chute from Stamper, 1-1. So in these flurry of changes for Allie Lyerly, reigning SAC Player of the Year and shortstop Brianna Gallagher shifted into center field. Flynn's taken over short, and Monroe's been at second, the 1-1 rather. Towering pop-up into right field. Mathena charges in, retires Monroe for out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder number 4, Brianna Gallagher.
And here comes Brianna Gallagher now as Mathena gets her first put out. Scored the second run for Carson-Newman. Took advantage of a throwing error from catcher Maddie Altiers, who stands on deck for Catawba. Gallagher stands tall in the righty's batter's box. First pitch from Stamper. Gallagher jammed inside, lifts a pop-up into right field. Mathena towards the line, drifts into foul territory, and there's out number 3. Fourth consecutive 1-2-3 inning for Stamper. Mathena gets back-to-back putouts. Makes it 2-0 Carson-Newman. Into the bottom of the fourth we go on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
5, 6, and 7 in the Carson-Newman order, trying to solve Alex Backey here in the bottom of the 4th inning. A 2-0 lead for the 3rd-seeded Eagles. Addie Saunders leads off, swings on the first pitch, and it goes between the legs of McCorkle and into left field. Saunders goes 5-hole, gets the first base runner on for Carson-Newman here in the bottom of the 4th. 3rd time the leadoff hitter has reached, and it'll be an E5 against McCorkle.
The catcher, number 19, Anne-Marie Richards.
Brings Anne-Marie Richards to the plate. 1 of 3 hits for the Eagles today came from Richards. Goes after the first pitch on a jam shot that lands in the Catawba dugout on the 3rd base side. Running for cover went 3 Catawba players, including Abby Nixon, who's been left fielder at times this season for Allie Lyerly in her 2nd season as the head coach at Catawba. Here's the 0-1 to Richards, puts a bunt down to Backey, who picks it up down the 3rd base line, turns her hips and goes to first for out number 1. As Carson-Newman puts the sack bunt into play for the 3rd time, and Saunders moves into scoring position up to 2nd base.
Number 22, Sarah Walker.
So here comes Sarah Walker. Had a sack bunter last time up. As Saunders in scoring position at 2nd, infield back against Walker. First offering from Backey. She misfires for ball 1. Walker finished the regular season 0 for her last 6 across her last 3 games. Prior to that, had a 6-game hitting streak. The 1-0 wave and a miss from Walker. Out in front on the drop pitch, but it's 1-1. Trying to drive in Saunders. Carson-Newman has taken advantage each of the prior 2 times that the leadoff hitter got on base. Although Richards didn't score, the Eagles did score in that 2nd inning. The 1-1. Walker jammed inside, flares one up the first base side. It lands foul in front of Ada Prescott. 1-2. Backey with a much different, much improved outing. 2nd time she's faced this Carson-Newman side. 1-2. Goes upstairs, misses above the numbers of Walker. 2 balls and 2 strikes. All white home uniforms for Carson-Newman. Football-esque home uniforms with big blue numbers on the front and the back. Break even from Backey. Walker fights it off. The foul ball. Catawba in the all-navy road uniform look. Catawba in block letters written across the chest with white numbers on the front and the back. Navy blue pants. Bright red socks. Here comes the 2-2. Walker, just a jam shot. Muscles one straight back to Backey. She'll go to first for out number 2. Saunders hesitated at first, but then scampered up to 3rd. As Walker, at the very least, has a productive out. Put Saunders 60 feet away. And it brings up Katie Mathena. Mathena had a hard-hit fielder's choice her last time up. First pitch swinging and cuts through the drop pitch from Backey. Now it's 0-1. Mathena's picked up hits in 8 of her last 9 contests. Now 0-1, this is inside. Shifting out of the way is Mathena. 1-1. Sophomore has picked up RBIs in 5 of her last 7 contests, including 3 against LR in the regular season finale. 1-1. Cuts through. 1-2. Backey looking to work around leadoff error to Saunders. Mathena trying to drive her in. Here's the 1-2. Mathena hammers one, just foul down the left field line. Just missed by a foot of put one in fair territory and making it a 3-0 game. Backey takes a deep breath. Knew she left one right in the heart of the zone. Here's another 1-2. Mathena fights it off, clipping one to the netting behind home plate, keeps the count where it is. Mathena's done a great job at working long at-bats this season. Trying to drive in her fellow sophomore and Saunders. Another 1-2, and it's another foul ball. This one lifted out of play on the first base side. Altiers raced over, but ran out of room. Mathena, across her last 9 games, has racked up 12 hits and 10 RBIs. Here's a 1-2. Jammed inside, flares one straight to the shortstop, and Flynn will retire Mathena, and Saunders left stranded over at third as the bottom of the 4th comes to a close. Backey works around some leadoff trouble, sends us into the 5th. It's a 2-0 lead for Carson-Newman on the Eagle Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
2-0, Carson-Newman leads it through 4 innings as we come into the top of the 5th inning. 4, 5, and 6 in the Catawba order. Trying to break through against star freshman Atiana Stamper in the circle as Maddie Altiers leads off. And Stamper starts her off with a first pitch strike. Stamper's been carving through this Catawba order, 4 strikeouts rather. Has faced the minimum so far. Here comes the 0-1. In the heart of the zone, it's quickly 0-2 against Altiers. Went down on 3 pitches the first time against Stamper, back to the 2nd inning. It was the first strikeout for Stamper and what began a string of 4 strikeouts in the next 5 batters. Here comes the 0-2. Called strike 3! For the 2nd time today, Stamper says good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Maddie Altiers with her first backwards K for strikeout number 5. Paints it on the outer part of the plate. For out number 1, brings Michaela Hartman to the plate. First pitch to Hartman. This is a touch outside, and it's 1-0. Hartman 0 for 1 with a fly out to left. Here a check swing that she chops straight to short. Smith picks it up. Low throw on to first, but Macaulay Bailey scoops it off the turf for out number 2. A check swing from Hartman, kind of just went halfway around. Skidded on the turf to Smith.
Now batting first baseman number 12, Neil Prescott.
That's just the first ground out that Stamper has forced today. Brings Ada Prescott to the plate. Stamper's first offering. This is inside. 0-1, or 1-0 rather, to Prescott, who is 0 for 1 at the plate. Here comes the 1-0 from Stamper. This is outside this time. It's 2-0 against the first baseman. Here comes a 2-0 from Stamper. Cements itself in the zone. 2-1. Stamper's done things efficiently so far today. That's just her 50th pitch. Here's the 2-1. Just hangs outside. 3-1 against Prescott. First Catawba hitter to get 3 balls against Stamper today. One has reached on a hit by pitch in Dakota Wilkins, but she was caught stealing to end the third. Stamper rocks and deals a 3-1. Goes upstairs on a rise ball. Flared off the end of the bat, foul by Prescott. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. 2-0 lead for Carson-Newman in the top of the 5th inning here in game 1 of their quarterfinal series. Stamper home on the payoff pitch. Prescott fights it off with a foul ball that deflects off of home plate umpire Ray Thacker. Thacker appears to be all right as Anne-Marie Richards giving him some time just to regather himself. That hit square off of Thacker. Rings his bell a little bit. Another 3-2. Here comes Stamper. Prescott keeps that bat going. Glancing it straight back to home plate. Or to the netting behind home plate, rather. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. 2-0 Carson-Newman lead in the top of the 5th. Payoff pitch from Stamper. This is outside, and Prescott works the first walk issued by Stamper today. Just the second base runner for Catawba. Low and outside, and Prescott with a patient at bat, and Allie Lyerly going to go into her bench, bring out a pinch runner in this spot. It is Ellie Southern, freshman out of East Bend, North Carolina.
Number 25, Ellie Southern.
Is one of the pitchers used by Lyerly this season. And so here it comes to Lainey Rusko, the DP. First pitch to Rusko, misses low, 1-0. So this brings the tying run to the plate for Catawba. Here in the top of the 5th, represented by Rusko. Another of the two-way players at the disposal of Lyerly. 1-0, swing and a miss. Back throw to first. Diving in safely is Southern ahead of the tag from Bailey. 1-1. Lyerly has brought Catawba back into the SAC tournament after missing last season. 1-1. Rusko cuts through it. 1-2. entirely in her 4th season overall as a coach at Catawba. Spent her playing career in Salisbury as well. As Rusko tries to keep this inning going, Stamper trying to shut the door. Here comes the 1-2 from Stamper. Rusko spoils and stays alive with a foul ball that misses up onto the first base side. Rusko 0 for 1 with a strikeout. There's another 1-2 from Stamper. Rusko pops it up, foul ground, first base side. Bailey running over and unable to make the play as it lands in the Carson-Newman dugout. Just out of reach for the senior first baseman. Has made the adjustment from going from third to first defensively. Rusko up high in the righty's batter's box. The 1-2 popped up behind home plate. Richards moving back, makes the grab for out number 3. Had to battle through some contact with home plate umpire Ray Thacker, but is able to make the play for out number 3 as Prescott is left stranded on the bases after a 2-out walk. Sends us to the bottom of the 5th. Carson-Newman in control, up 2-0 over Catawba on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Shelby Armstrong leads off in the bottom of the 5th for Carson-Newman with a 2-0 lead over Catawba here in Game 1. As Armstrong takes the first pitch strike on an off-speed from Backey. And it's 0-1. It's been a pitcher's duel so far. Carson-Newman 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors for them. Catawba, no runs, no hits, 2 errors. Armstrong turns on the 0-1 and fouls it away up the left field line. Quickly 0-2. Armstrong picked up an infield singler last time up on a towering infield pop-up that landed in front of the catcher, Maddie Altiers. With backspin, it spun back to her. 0-2 outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Focused on my craft.
Here comes the 1-2 to Armstrong. Called strike 3 at the knees. Backey starts it off with her first strikeout on the afternoon. Armstrong down on a backwards looking K. First strike call we've really seen below the zone so far today from Ray Thacker. Might be something changing. As it comes now to the top of the order with Malia Smith. First offering from Backey.
13.
Skips in front of home plate. Here comes the 1-0. Smith chopper straight to second. Monroe fields and fires to first for out number 2. Center fielder, number 14, Abby Horton. Postseason play always brings out the best in people, and it's done that today for Alex Backey. First time against Carson-Newman, struggled mightily. First pitch off the mark from Martin 1-0, or to Martin 1-0. Went through 2 innings, surrendering 7 runs, all of them earned on 7 hits. Entered into that 3rd inning, still with the ball in her hand, but Carson-Newman broke through. 1-0 check swing that is fouled away by Martin. Just goes off the end of her bat, 1-1. In that 3rd inning in Game 1 in Salisbury on April 9th, the Eagles plated 9 runs, the 1-1. Martin turns and pops it up, shallow left field, and it drops in for a base hit. Gallagher made the long run from center, dove at it, but came up short. As Wilkins and Flynn, the left fielder and shortstop, didn't have a great read on it. And Martin is aboard with a 2-out base hit. Back-to-back games with a base hit for Martin. And struggled towards the end of the year hitting-wise. As Macaulay Bailey steps in, turns on the first pitch. It's a towering pop-up into left field. Wilkins, battling the sun, is able to make the play for out number 3. Martin gets a 2-out base hit, but Backey stays strong in the circle. 2-0 Eagles through 5 on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. Shopseeandeagles.com.
Top of the 6th inning, it is a 2-0 Carson-Newman lead as Antiana Stamper returns to the circle. 5 innings, 5 strikeouts, a walk and a hit by pitch. Those are the only 2 base runners to reach against the star freshman. She'll face 8, 9, and 1 in the Catawba order, beginning with Jordan McCorkle here in the 6th. And the first pitch is a strike to McCorkle, bottom part of the zone. The count goes to 0-1. Postseason play here. Postseason play also in the SAC baseball tournament. Carson-Newman baseball, an elimination game later this evening, the 0-1. McCorkle turns and hammers one down the left field line, but it hooks foul. McCorkle sat back, waited on the off-speed from Stamper and teed it up. That's the hardest hit ball we've seen today. Had Martin and Brianna Gallagher also with a couple of hard hit balls that resulted in outs. Here comes the 0-2 to McCorkle. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 6 for Stamper. Puts McCorkle down by way of the K. For out number 1 here in the top of the 6th. Stamper went back upstairs to that rise ball that has been so good today. Brings up the 9-hitter Dakota Wilkins. First offering to Wilkins, misses outside. Wilkins was the first base runner to reach against Stamper on a hit by pitch in the 3rd, but was caught stealing. The 1-0. Moves inside, 2-0 now. Top of the order looms for Catawba with Grace Flynn on deck. String of 4 straight all sack players in this order coming up. The 2-0. Called strike. Down the gut. 2-1. Wilkins a .337 hitter in the regular season. 2-1. Glances a foul ball straight back. Goes after the rise ball from Stamper as she changes the eye level from the 2-1. Now the count goes to 2-2 with one away. Righty on lefty matchup. Break even from Stamper. Wilkins line drive into right field, and there's the first hit of the afternoon for Catawba. Breaks up the no hit. 5 of the third innings from Atiana Stamper. And Wilkins has gotten on base both times today. Hit by pitch, and now a single into right field. Brings the tying run to the plate, represented by Grace Flynn. 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts to Abby Martin in center field. First offering high and outside against Flynn, 1-0. Flynn fouls it away. Moves the count to 1-1. Stamper was trying to become the first player in Carson-Newman history since Emma Frost in 2024 to throw a no-hitter. Here's the 1-1. Flynn goes after a low pitch. Golfs it up and out of play. First base side, 1-2. Alexis Monroe stands on deck. Dakota Wilkins over at first after picking up the first base hit for Catawba. 1-2 from Stamper. Flynn flares one into right center field. Mathena into the gap in front of Martin. Makes the play for out number 2. And so here comes Alexis Monroe. She's also 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts. One to Saunders in left, the last one to Mathena in right. Righty on righty matchup. Stamper set at the knees. Here comes the first pitch. Just a touch outside. The right-handed hitting second baseman.
Are we serious? Are we serious?
Here comes the 1-0. And that hits Monroe on her lead left arm. And so that puts the tying run on the bases for Catawba here in the top of the 6th inning. Base hit and now a hit by pitch as that brushes high and inside against Monroe. So with Brianna Gallagher, one of the most dangerous hitters in this conference, not only this conference, the region, even the country as well, coming up to bat. Carson-Newman infield has a visit top the mound with Stamper. They all disperse, and Stamper settles back onto the slab against Gallagher, who's 0 for 2. 53 RBIs for Gallagher in the regular season. First pitch to her is a called strike right down Broadway. Makes the count 0-1. Gallagher had a first-team All-SAC caliber season, was named to the second team. Here comes the 0-1. This is outside, 1-1. Was the South Atlantic Conference Player of the Year last year and first-team All-American. One of the best hitters in Catawba history. Here comes the 1-1. Off speed, a called strike right at the knees. As this game has moved along the zone, maybe expanding just a touch. Gallagher stands tall in the righties, batter's box, deep in the box. 1-2 count. Stamper gets her sign. Home on the 1-2. Misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Biggest at-bat of the game so far. Freshman Stamper dueling with the standout junior in Gallagher. Break even to the plate. Gallagher hits one on the ground. It's up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Wilkins comes in to snap. Back to third goes Monroe. Gallagher breaks the scoreless streak for Catawba. They cut the deficit in half. It's 2-1. A hard hit ball that went straight back to Stamper, skipped off her glove. And Wilkins with great speed motors in to score. And so here comes Rachel Presley. Came in as a defensive sub for Maddie Altiers. First pitch to Presley. Twists one up and out of play, first base side. Altiers was 0 for 2. A pair of strikeouts on 3 pitches, so Allie Lyerly made the switch. Presley in the regular season, .245 hitter. Here's the 0-1. Wave and a miss. She was tardy on the offering from Stamper, and it's 0-2. Stamper, as this season has moved along, has elevated her game in these pressure cooker moments. The 0-2 to Presley. Pops it up, foul ground, first base side. Bailey ranges over, and there's out number 3. Stamper leaves runners on the corners as Gallagher cuts the lead in half with an RBI single. 2-1 Carson-Newman heading to the bottom of the 6th here in Game 1 on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Alex Backey doing her part in this pitcher's duel. 1 earned run against her, had an unearned run in the second when the Eagles took a 2-0 lead. Outside of that, she's just allowed 4 hits. Has a strikeout to her name today, and what has been a bounce-back outing for her against Carson-Newman after being chased after 2+ innings of work in the first meeting on April 9th. She faces 4, 5, and 6 in the bottom of the 6th. Grace Gregory in a 2-1 Carson-Newman lead here in Game 1. Backey comes home. First offering is an off-speed. Finds his own against Gregory, and it's 0-1. Catawba cut the lead in half on an RBI single from their standout center fielder and shortstop Brianna Gallagher. 54th RBI this season, the 0-1. This is down and in against Gregory, 1-1. Hartman, Prescott, and Rusco due up in the top of the 7th, but Allie Lyerly not shy from going into her bench. A 1-1. Gregory jammed inside, pops it up first base side, and lands between Rachel Presley and Ada Prescott for strike 2 on a foul ball. One ball and 2 strikes against Gregory, 0 for 2 today. The 1-2. Lifts a towering pop-up that will stay on the right side of the infield. Monroe calls everybody off and retires Gregory for the third time today. Gregory 0 for 3. As Backey has pinpointed her pitches well, keeping these hitters off balance, and has continued to work inside against the right-handed hitters for Carson-Newman. She faces a lefty in Addie Saunders. The first offering to her, misses low and away, 1-0. Saunders reached on an error last time up, the 1-0. High bouncer, skitters foul, first base side. Levels the count to 1-1 with one away. Saunders, one of 5 first-team all-conference players for Carson-Newman. The 1-1 hanging outside, 2-1. I'm talking with Saunders about her honor. She's grateful for it. She says she's blessed with this opportunity. It's a dream to be all-conference, but the job's not done. 2-1. This is low, 3-1. Knows that last time Carson-Newman played Catawba, it was a splattering pair of 10-run rule victories. 3-1. Low, it's a 5-pitch walk, and Saunders is aboard with 1 out. On the second walk issued by Backey this afternoon. But everybody in this Carson-Newman dugout knows, yeah, we got to Catawba pretty comfortably the first time around, but they're going to be coming in looking to right the ship. As Richard settles into the righty's batter's box. First pitch she sees, fouls it away, 0-1. So everyone I've talked to has talked at length about centering themselves, taking it one game at a time. Here comes the 0-1. Richards, a chopper foul, third base side. And it's 0-2. Richards, a sack bunter last time up. Prior to that was the second hit for Carson-Newman, a leadoff single in the second. Saunders over at first, the 0-2. Called strike 3. Backey freezes Richards on an off-speed. Gets her second strikeout. Both looking strikeouts for Backey. Puts 2 away. 3-0-1. And so here comes Sarah Walker. With Addie Saunders over at first. Carson-Newman would love some insurance as Walker goes after the first pitch. Bounces one right in front of Backey. She bobbles it and doesn't have a throw to first. Goes to second. Saunders is already there. See how it's ruled. It is a hit for Walker.
Right fielder, number 4, Katie Mathena.
And so it puts 2 on with 2 away for Katie Mathena. Saunders in scoring position at second, Walker at first. 2 away in the bottom of the 6th, the 2-1 lead for the third seeded Carson-Newman. First offering to Mathena is low, 1-0. Fielder's choice and a pop-up for Mathena, her 2 trips to the plate today. 1-0. Backey goes back to the off-speed. This one a notch beneath the knees, 2-0. Here comes the 2-0. Rise ball, misses high, and it's 3-0. So Rachel Presley calls time from behind the dish. heads out to the circle to talk with Backey, settle her back in. She would love to get that third out. And on the hit from Walker, a spinning pop-up that landed in front of Backey and was tough to corral. Looks to settle in against Mathena, who climbs back into the righty's batter's box. Here comes the 3-0. Off speed, it's low. It's a 4-pitch walk to Mathena, and the bases are now loaded for Carson-Newman. A walk, a single, and now another walk from Backey. Brings Shelby Armstrong to the plate. Head coach Michael Graves heads down to home plate. Chatting with Ray Thacker. He's got his lineup card out. Will it be a pinch runner or be a pinch hitter in this spot? As Allie Lyerly will also take the time talking with Alex Backey in the circle, along with Rachel Presley.
27 for 6.
And it will be a pinch hitter. Lacey Keck will come in place of Shelby Armstrong. Talented two-way freshman in Keck. Seen her confidence grow, especially at the plate. Over the last couple of games, subbed in place of Sarah Walker in game 2 against Lenore Ryan. Went 1 for 3, scored the game-tying run against the Bears. Comes in with the bases loaded and two-way in the bottom of the 6th. Lefty on righty, first pitch from Backey as a rise ball that's way upstairs. Snared on the backhand by Presley. Counts it 1-0. Keck, a native of Knoxville, played her high school softball with Malia Smith, who stands on deck. 1-0. Low and away, 2-0. It's Saunders at third, Walker at second, Mathena at first. Huge moment in this contest for Carson-Newman to add insurance heading to the 7th. 2-0. Low and away once more, 3-0. Keck steps out of lefty's batter's box and takes a deep breath. Looks to Addie Saunders at third. Taps on her helmet saying, stay in the moment, stay between the ears. Stands tall in the lefty's batter's box, the 3-0. Is a called strike right down Davis Street from Backey. Keck was taking all the way. Talk with head coach Michael Graves ahead of the season. He said Keck's got one of the smoothest swings he's ever seen. Looking for one of those swings here. The 3-1. Keck fouls it away. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Runners will be going on the pitch. Bases juice, 2 away. Bottom of the 6th, the 2-1 lead for Carson-Newman in game 1. Keck at the dish. Backey looks in, the payoff pitch. Keck hammers one straight to the Michael Graves at third base. Some quick reflexes from the head coach in his 8th season. As the attention goes away from him, it turns back to this battle at the dish. Backey looks in against the lefty and Keck. Here's another 3-2. Keck pops it up straight to third. Keck is there. And there's out number 3. Backey looks out of the bases, loaded jam. Sends us into the top of the 7th. Catawba chasing 1. It's 2-1 Carson-Newman looking to take game 1 here on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us. Whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Tatiana Stamper looks for 3 more outs, and she's been mowing through this Catawba order. 6 strikeouts for the freshman. She'll face Michaela Hartman, Ada Prescott, and Lainey Rusko, 5, 6, and 7. She looks for 3 more outs here in game 1. Prescott chops at the first pitch, pops it up to third base, foul territory. Gregory moves over, and there's out number 1. An over-the-shoulder grab for Grace Gregory puts Carson-Newman 2 outs away from taking game 1. Yesterday and the other 3 openers of the SAC tournament, higher seeds all took them in 1-run victories. Ada Prescott settles into the lefty's batter's box. First pitch home from Stamper. Sizzles on the outer part of the plate. 0-1. Today's been a different story in the SAC tournament. LR did win by 1 run. Here's the 0-1. Wave and a miss. Stamper ahead 0-2. Bears clinched their series with 2-1 win over E&H. Championship series will take place in Hickory next weekend. Wingate forced game 3. Here comes the 0-2. Prescott battles with a check swing just to stay alive. Bulldogs took it 8-3 in game 2 over Anderson. LMU punched its ticket to next weekend with a dominant 13-0 run rule win in game 2 against Mars Hill. Carson-Newman trying to join the higher seeds. The 0-2 popped up, foul territory, left field line. Smith calls off Gregory. 2 away. Time is called as Allie Lyerly heads back to her bench. Lainey Rusko will not get this swing. It will be Bella Boykin.
And shooting for the Indians, number 22, Bella Boykin.
Boykin got a couple of starts against Carson-Newman when they met on April 9th. Righty on righty matchup. First pitch from Stamper. Boykin cuts and misses. Time is called as Lyerly will go to chat with Boykin. It was maybe just a bit of a nervous swing, and Lyerly puts her hand around the shoulder of Boykin on the third base side, easing herself. Share a laugh as looked like Boykin lost the bat a little bit in that swing. She tries to settle back in. Here comes the 0-1 from Stamper to Boykin. Strike 2 called. Eagles 1 out away. Stamper trying to go the distance in what has been a stellar first postseason start for the freshman. Here comes the 0-2. Line outside, misses. As Boykin doesn't bite. Boykin only registered 1 at-bat against the Eagles in the regular season. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss! A complete game from Tatiana Stamper, highlighted by 7 strikeouts, and the Eagles take game 1. The freshman mows through the Catawba order, and the Eagles take a 1-0 series lead.
Tomorrow at 1 p.m. the resumption of this SAC.
Boykin down swinging, 7 strikeouts for Stamper. In a pitching duel with Alex Backey, it is won by the star freshman, and Stamper goes the distance with her 10th complete game of the season and in her first postseason start. Shows no nerves, unfazed by the moment. First team All-SAC pitcher since 2019 for the Eagles starts her postseason career on a high note. Final line score, Catawba 1 run on 2 hits with 2 errors. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Carson-Newman. Backey takes the loss. Pitched in a way that was enough for the win, but on the opposite side, Stamper 7 innings, didn't allow her first hit until the 6th inning on a single from Dakota Wilkins. 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, and a hit by pitch. She's our player of the game. I don't think there's any debate about that one. As the Eagles take game 1 in the first postseason meeting between these two since 2013. They'll look to close it out tomorrow with a 1 p.m. first pitch here from the Vicky Kazee Hollyfield Softball Complex. Special thanks to all our camera operators, Will Humphreys, Kennedy Goins, Molly Buckowitz, and Emma Bowling. Adam Cavalier running the live stats, PA, scoreboard, does it all himself type of guy. Ray-handed to Crow, social media, and of course, Ian Johnson and Jay West running replay and directing, making me look good today. We'll have you for game 2 tomorrow. 1 p.m. first pitch. The Eagles trying to punch their ticket to championship weekend. When we see you tomorrow on the Eagle Sports Network. Till then, Matt Scalzo signing off. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday afternoon.